Well, hello everybody, and welcome to our Love to Shop Live Kabana show. My name is Adam. If you didn't get a chance to see me yet or meet me somewhere, whether you're catching this from the Kabana page or from somewhere else, or if you cruised with me in the past, back when I was working on the ships as a shopping guide. But welcome. I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this day. I can't say how humbling and exciting it is that I was invited by Kabana to be a part of this new venture, and it's something really spectacular. So we've got some amazing stuff lined up for this show. I've got such a great variety. They sent me some stunning pieces, and I'm really excited to share them with you. So I've got numerous different things, but before we dive into the whole story of Kabana and everything, I want to just give you a little sneak peek of just a couple of the pieces that'll be coming up later. As you know, Kabana makes the best inlay jewelry in the world, and some of my favorite designs are ones that they actually ship me out here, and I get to show you today. So one of them I gave a brief tease yesterday, but see if we can get a little bit better view on it. But Kabana works with inlay in all different types of stones. Now, one of their most popular is always going to be the mother of pearl collections, and it comes in a variety of colors and different styles. One of I'd say the most classic though, is always going to be the pink mother of pearl, and I have this stunning pink mother of pearl bracelet, and this one has these beautiful hearts that are very particularly inlaid into each individual piece on both sides. So I just want to get you a little view of that, just so you can kind of see how much goes into this. Now, each and every one of those hearts, as with every piece of Kabana, has to be handcrafted, hand cut by someone to fit into that specific and individual channel. Each and every piece. And they don't stop there. The detail goes on and on because these are double-sided, meaning on both sides you're getting that beautiful inlaid heart, and then it has stations of diamonds, beautiful heart-shaped diamond right along there too. So you just get so much detail with it, and this one in particular is an incredible value for actually getting a solid gold inlaid bracelet. But we'll talk more about that one later. It's one of the favorites. Now, I mentioned in the little teaser I did yesterday that we're going to talk about some unusual gemstones too. And the one that is always been fascinating to me and has such an amazing history behind it. And I was first introduced to it. This was back the first time I was working as a shopping guide on a cruise ship, and I got sent up to Alaska, because Alaska is a very different cruise port to what you traditionally think of and where you're going. And it applied when it came to the jewelry too. Something I'd never even heard of was like a huge deal up there. And that's called gold quartz. Now, this one here in particular is one of their heart designs as well. And this one here, you can see. Now, what gold quartz is it's completely natural. Every single piece Kabana uses is going to be completely natural. But as you can see here, it's a beautiful white quartz. But inside of it, those are naturally occurring gold veins. Now, this has to, it's kind of a unique culmination of factors that come together for this to actually form. It has to be in a certain depth at the time, but it's the naturally forming quartz, and it had veins of gold that were actually running through that particular piece of quartz. And then they actually take that as a solid piece. It's not put in or they don't inject anything, nothing like that. It's actually that solid piece of quartz that has these gold veins running through it is then going to be cut down, and then it's going to be designed and polished, and it's going to start its process to becoming a beautiful piece of inlay jewelry. It's a really exciting gemstone. It's very hard to even come by, but it's even harder to find good quality, really sharp, vibrant looking gold quartz. And Kabana, as they do with just about everything they get their hands on, Stavros, the owner of the company, and his family, they go above and beyond, and they have got probably the most incredible iridescent gold quartz that I've ever seen. So we're going to talk a lot more about that, and this heart design necklace is absolutely one of my favorites. It's just one of these. I'm going to show it to you now. I know I didn't mean to go too much into it, but we'll show it to you now. But the detail that goes into each of these pieces, everything from, you see the little bail up here on the top. It's got a beautiful diamond accent on the bail, and then it has that stunning little row, the little halo, heart-shaped halo that just makes that gold quartz pop out of the center of the necklace. And that halo of diamonds is all extremely well cut, brilliant cut diamonds. They're all going to be perfectly matching. They go into so much detail when they source each and every piece. But then even the little things, and this is, I'll tell you the story of Kabana and really what they're about in just a minute, but even the little things like the detail that goes into every little bit on the back. You've got it beautifully stamped. It's all solid. It's comfortable. And when you actually wear something like this, or even just you hold it in your hand, you will really start to feel the weight of it, and then you'll feel that it's a solid piece of jewelry. It's not It's not a company that's ever going to skimp on the corners or the underside, and I'll show you that probably with every piece because it's important. When you've worked with, if you're familiar with jewelry, you know your jewelry. This is what I've done for the last 15 years. One of the first things you do when you look at a piece of jewelry and you're kind of just assessing it is you look at the underside, you look at the inside, you look underneath, you look at all the parts that aren't meant to be shown to everybody, and you see how the quality's done there. And you'll see as we go through each and every piece of Kabana jewelry, it's through and through. Every single part, as much as possible, is going to be fully and really well finished. And it's just one of my favorite little factors when it comes to this amazing collection of jewelry. And then we also have some other exciting stones, and we'll get into those again in a little bit though. Now, Kabana, I always like to make sure that everyone understands, because it's a really special company. Not just to me, but to anybody who's shopped for Kabana before or felt Kabana before or is getting their first piece. You'll learn very quickly that it is a collection unlike any other. Now, it is a collection that is very proud of the fact, the whole company is proud of the fact, and I am too, now that I get to join and be a part of the Kabana family, but it is completely owned and operated by a gentleman named Stavros, and he really set out, and to this day, 45, 50 years, I think, almost now, after he started this company in Albuquerque, New Mexico, USA, one of their biggest missions, and is really one of his most foundational points of everything they do in the company, is that everything is made in the US. It is completely 100% made, manufactured, and it is going to be really just through and through, all done in the USA, which is something that I think more and more people are starting to, and I know we see it all the time, but it's something that really, it's important to us, to a lot of us. Not to say that great things don't come from everywhere in the world, but it is always great when you have that perfect American dream story and you're able to not only get something beautiful that you love and celebrate with the beauty of it, but also the fact that it is supporting the USA. Now, Stavros, though, if you have never had the pleasure of meeting this guy, he's amazing. Truly one of the most incredible and inspiring people I've ever met. I mentioned briefly yesterday when I was young as a shopping guide, which if you're familiar with if you've been on cruises, you've probably seen the shopping guide a lot. My job basically was to help everybody that's on the ship, so anywhere from 2,000 to 6,000 people a week, wherever we're going. We would find them the certain destinations. We'd be going to either Cozumel or up to Alaska, like I said, and I would be there to help them and guide them when it comes to shopping in the destinations we're going. So I got to really experience and become familiar with all different kinds of brands, because especially down the duty-free markets, that's what's there. And Kabana was one that I met early on, and I already told you yesterday how I was invited out to the factory and got to meet Stavros and his entire team. This whole company is really incredible, and I say that it's something that came near and dear to my heart because I met my wife actually while we were cruising, we weren't cruising. Sorry, we were working on a cruise ship. Working on a ship and cruising are two very different things. They're both great in their own ways, but trust me, they are very different things. But my wife is actually her name's Kate, but she's from Russia originally, and we met on a cruise ship way back and started dating, and then we ended up not seeing each other for almost a year, and then once we got back together we started working as a couple. We actually started working together as a shopping guide couple, and I'm starting to don't want to miss out. I saw a few people making some comments. Can we shop from Mexico? We actually have a couple people, JP as well as Alicia and Nick, are going to actually be on the line. I'll tell you about them too. If we can find out, I don't know what our options are as far as Mexico yet, but I'm sure we can figure something out. JP, I'm sure you'll get back to me on that one. But getting back to my story, before I tend to get off the little topic a little bit and just keep going. But getting back to my wife and I started working as a couple, which you find out very quickly on a cruise ship. First of all, you find out when you jump on a ship if that's going to be a life that you can work with or not, and that's a whole other story. But as a couple and you live in this tiny little box together, you will find out very quickly if you're going to work or not. But we managed, and we actually spent some time together apart, like I said, almost a year apart. And then once we finally got back onto a ship that was sailing out of New Orleans, the very first piece of jewelry I ever got, hand on heart, the very first piece of jewelry I ever gave to my wife was a Kabana white mother of pearl ring. And it to this day is she'll take her wedding ring off before she'll take that ring off. It's something she does not go anywhere without. And it all comes down to the fact that it's wearable. And that's where what I really want to explain when it comes to Kabana jewelry is every single piece is extremely wearable. And that comes back to the whole idea of them working on the quality. So really what it comes down to is finding the perfect piece for you. And that's what we're going to do today. So we have a big range of things that we're going to go through. I have some amazing promotional items that we're going to go through first. And I want to show you some of their beautiful collection of these whole line of beautiful hearts inlaid that are in silver. So they're at really affordable price points. There's a big range, and we've got something for everybody in here today. But we'll start with those, but then we're going to go into some of the more exotic gemstones and other designs too. Let's go ahead and kick it off though. We're going to go ahead and begin with, let me mention one other thing before I forget. We are actually going to be giving away one of the pieces that I have here today. We will be giving away through a trivia. I'll give you details on that as we're going through. As soon as I get notified that we're going to be ready for it, we'll get that into you a little bit. But it's going to be a trivia question. Do want to explain though, when it comes to the trivia question, I will remind you of this because I don't want anybody to misunderstand and miss out. It's going to be a trivia question that I will ask you the question, and then you have to DM. You have to direct message the answer to Kabana or Love to Shop Live. And that's just important because it has to be a direct message. And if anybody would like to be recognized, whoever wins, basically, if you would like to be announced and you want me to say who the winner is, that winner, we do need your permission in the direct message as well. So I can't just be saying people's names unless you let us know that it's okay. But we'll get to that in a little bit, and I'll actually show you in just a few minutes what piece it is that we're going to give away. So beginning things, though, I do really want to start with, as I said, this is always one of their most popular pieces, and that is going to be these beautiful heart collections. Now, as you can see, you have 3 very different colors. Now, when it comes to inlay, this is what Kabana does. And now you can take several different designs, and they can obviously do it in different stones. There's always that option there. Keep that in the back of your mind if you were to custom order anything from them in the future. Now, these in particular, I'm going to take off the very first one so I can show you a little bit closer. But this is the pink mother of pearl. Now, mother of pearl can come in several different colors. Now, the mother of pearl is actually formed on the shell of a mollusk, and that's where a pearl is formed. Now, obviously around the pearl, that's what we call the mother of pearl, because it gives the birth to the pearl, or it helps it form from a tiny little speck of sand or whatever sort of imperfection it is into that beautiful thing we know and love and use, wear pearls. So it can come in a variety of colors depending on the region. Now, Kabana, as is typical with Kabana, when it comes to the mother of pearl and anything really that they can, it is completely 100% ethically sourced, of course, but more importantly, sourced in the US. So it's all from the USA. Stavros, I was on the phone with him yesterday, and he's got, it's amazing where he's taken this company to and how involved he still is in every little thing. He's telling me stories of all the different vendors and the farmers and people that he actually gets all of his different stones from. And it's just amazing to see somebody that has taken a company to such a level and is still so hands-on involved in every little aspect. So he actually goes, and a lot of times he'll still be picking the allotments of the stones that he wants to take for his collections. But then they turn them into these beautiful pieces. Now this heart in the first one we're going to show you is the pink mother of pearl. Now this is set in silver. As I was mentioning before, we do have a nice collection of some silver pieces that we're going to show you today, and then we'll move into the gold collections too. But it's all about making sure we have something for everybody. But you can see here, are you able to see that beautiful seamlessness? Now, you're going to hear me probably say over and over, and I don't want to keep saying it without letting you know what it means, but you'll hear me talk about the pillow effect. There are no actual pillows involved. What I mean when I say the pillow effect, this is something that applies almost exclusively to inlay jewelry. It might be entirely exclusively, but if not, almost exclusively to inlay jewelry. Now, the pillow effect, what we're talking about here, and what I mean by that is that these pieces he uses, whether it's the mother of pearl or it's the gold quartz or it's any different gemstone, they are solid stones. They are not duplets and triplets. They're not multiple stones stacked together to press into the ring here. This is one solid piece that has been cut and form fit to fit into this design. And it applies to every single piece of inlay that Kabana does. Now, the pillow effect, what I mean by that is that when you actually see it and you hold it and you look at it, you'll notice that it's not just flat. It's not like they just took the stone, put it in there, did a little work to shape it, and then grinded it flat. Not at all. They actually have a beautiful design. And if we can see maybe a little bit here, let me get a solid background for you to be able to see. There we go. Maybe able to see here a little bit the height of it. You'll notice how it comes up over the top of the setting. That's because it wants to be beautifully and perfectly crafted to have that nice pillow effect, as we call it. So that's something really important to look for when it comes to inlay jewelry. Now, beyond that is the wearability and the touchability. Now, when we're talking about inlay jewelry and touchability, this is one of the most characteristic or defining factors, I would say, with most of Stavros's jewelry, and that is that it is seamless, truly feels seamless. And when you actually rub your fingers and you take these little sections over here, make sure we get in focus, and you try to feel where that stone meets the gold, you can't feel it. It is seamless. It is so perfectly crafted each and every time that you just don't feel it. And that's part of the allure of this entire line of jewelry. And that's also part of what makes it really wearable. So wearability, always a huge factor for me. We'll get to the price in this one in a second, but just as an example, I've always been somebody who was just drawn to unusual stones and different stones, and that's why I've got this kind of a collection in front of me. But Australian opals, for example, is a stone many people would be a bit timid to wear. With Kabana, the way it's done, how well it's done, they go above and beyond. That's why this is the only company that you will see all of these pieces, every single piece, whether it's the pink mother of pearl, whether it's the spiny oysters that we're going to talk about later, or even the gold quartz, every single piece of his jewelry comes with a lifetime guarantee on the craftsmanship. Nobody does that except these guys. They're that confident, and they're that willing to take the time to put their name fully behind it and take excellent care of every single piece. So they're confident that it's not going to have issues, and if it does, they are willing to make sure that it's taken care of for you, not something that you need to be worrying about. So getting back to this beautiful heart necklace, this one here is got a Kabana price. Now this one is normally an exceptional value already. As we said, the price points of silver really make something this exquisite and this special and luxurious very, very affordable. The Kabana price on this one is $370. Now that applies whether we are looking at the pink mother of pearl or either of the others, which would be the white mother of pearl and the spiny oyster down at the bottom. We'll talk about the spiny oysters in a little bit, but just to give you that variety so you can know everyone has their color, or if you want to get all of them, of course, you can get all of them. You can have them interchangeable. Whatever's your particular choice, you of course can go for. Now, moving a little bit, or actually before we get into that, now just want to make sure I explain, because I think I actually glossed over it. I've got so much that I've got to make sure we get into today that I've jumped around a little bit. Let's say you absolutely love this heart. This is the most incredible thing you've ever seen. This is the one that you have to have. I should probably tell you how you can shop for it, right? Well, there's a very, very simple. We're making it really easy for you for any piece, obviously, not just this one right here. A couple different ways you can do it, but the most easiest and the simple, you can go to lovetoshoplive.com right now. And right now you're going to see exclusively all the pieces that we have in this show today. Now, when you go to Love to Shop Live, down towards the top, you'll see a bar at the top that says collections. And you just hover your mouse over that or touch it, and you'll see you can either look at the 925 collection, or you can look at the gold collection, the inlay collection. So you can click either one, and then you can see everything that we have for either the Kabana 925 or for the Kabana inlay. You can also call. You can easily call, and then you can get into touch with one of our specialists. Now, we actually have a couple people here supporting us today, and you'll see him in the comments. He's already been covering a few. Somebody had some questions about the hardness and didn't get back to it. You're going to be able to speak to one option, maybe Nick. Nick is here to help us today, and I can't thank him enough. Nick is very close to Kabana, so much so that he's actually Stavros's son. So you're going to be able to call, and you can actually do your shopping personally with the son of the guy that owns the company. And Nick, I don't mean to make that sound in a bad way. Nick is incredible, just as much as his father is. It really is amazing the things that both of these guys are able to do. So you'll have a chance to call and talk to Nick and Alicia. Alicia's also one of our specialists here, able to take care of you. Now that number to call, very, very easy, is 1-844-LOVE-TO-SHOP. It's LV, the number 2, shop. So 1-844-LV-TO-SHOP. Make it very easy for you if you absolutely have to have that pink heart or the white one or the spiny oyster or any of the other collections. Now, This one here, before we move on to the next, because we do have, and this is something really, really nice, whether it's going to be for, you know, grandma and mom or grandma and granddaughter or all three of them, is that we actually have these hearts in a variety of sizes. So beautiful designs, each and every one. But just to give you an idea on the sizes. Now the first one here, this one here is actually the larger size. The large one is, again, Kabana price is $370. Today's show price is $298. And this one here measures out to just about 3/4 of an inch in width. So if we can get this up here for you so you can see it. As I mentioned, I worked on those ships for a very long time doing almost the same thing, but it's a very different format for me to be working with a camera in front of me and a ruler. So if we can get this under a little bit, and I promise you, as we go along, I will be more and more familiar with measuring the sizing on these to make it a little easier for you to view. So here we're looking at, there it is, just under 3/4 from side to side, and that is the large size. Now, if that's a little bit too large for you, you like something a little bit more delicate, a little bit smaller, but just as well crafted and just as beautiful, we have the medium size collection of hearts. Now these are still going to feature the same colors. You have the white mother of pearl, you have the pink mother of pearl, or you have that beautiful, almost red-orange spiny oyster. Now these ones here, the medium size is a Kabana retail price of $305. Today's show price on these medium-sized hearts, whichever color you want, is $248. $248. I mean, really, for the amount of time and passion and effort that goes into crafting these pieces, I was amazed that they were able to make promotional items like this. I could tell you, the second time I was taken out to the factory in Albuquerque, I was part of a group. Actually, JP was there with me too, and was there supporting us today. But we had a group of us from the ships, and it was during I don't remember when it was. It was a long time ago. That's when I know I did that job for too long. But we were out visiting, and this time, the second time I had been to the factory, they actually let us get a little hands-on, and we got to make our own piece. And it was a very simple, the one I picked and I was making was a very, very, very simple square ring. It was a little silver ring, had a square in the top of it, and it gave me a black mother of pearl piece, was the one I picked to cut to make the ring. And it was a square, it was really simple. I've done a lot of crafting and woodworking and stuff in the past, and I thought I'm good with my hands, and this, no problem, this will be easy. It was not easy. It took me hours, and I think the gentleman that I had to ask for help a few times from was Arturo, and he had been crafting there for, I think he, at the time, was almost 30 years. He'd been with Stavros, but I had to ask him for help several times to make a square. So the fact that they're able to have their artisans, their experts, craft these kinds of pieces with this level of quality and attention to detail and keep them at some of these price points, these promotional items, is exceptional. So the medium as well, you can again go to lovetoshoplive.com or give us a call on the number that you see below, and you can speak to one of the specialists to get yours ordered. And then the last one we have, I do not have as a display the pink mother of pearl heart, but it is also available, absolutely. And this is the smaller size. Now this is still a nice size piece. This is still very substantial, and we can come back and show it to you more later if you want. But this one right here is an exceptional gift, and the price on this one is even, of course, it's a smaller one, so it's even a little bit less. Kabana price on this is $245. Today's show price is $198. $198 for this beautiful heart, and again, that is available in the spiny oyster, in the white mother of pearl you see here, or it is also as an option in the pink mother of pearl. So this is I mentioned, you know, grandma, granddaughter, whole thing. I mentioned that because when they first brought these pieces out was, or when I first saw them, I was working in the Caribbean a couple of years ago, and I had no idea that they were going to bring out Kabana handcrafted pieces of jewelry at this price point. And so I actually had, I think it was around the holiday season, I had so many, I think 2 or 3 families all on the same day, that the grandmother decided she wanted to get one for her, and then she got the medium size for her daughter, and then she got the small size for her granddaughter. And I actually ended up changing up the colors because they didn't all like the same colors, but it's a great way to have that perfect little, you know, smaller, medium, and large size together. Perfect little keepsakes to go along. So those are available. Now, the trivia I mentioned, we're going to do a giveaway. And what we're going to be giving away today is almost too good to be true, is actually this, the small white mother of pearl heart. So that's the one that somebody's going to win today, right here on the show. I'll get that information to you as soon as we can. We are going to again do a trivia question. So as soon as I get notified from our director, I will be letting you know what that trivia question is, but it's absolutely free. Somebody's going to win that necklace today. So very, very exciting. I mean, it's always nice to do something as a giveaway, but to be able to give away something that substantial is even better. So those are easily great for gifts. Holiday season for yourself. Tuck them away early if you need a Valentine's or a Mother's Day gift, anything like that. You can't go wrong. So we're going to move into now, moving on from those hearts. This is, I've got two pieces here, a matching set that are one of my favorites. This line, when they brought it out, the colors, the way that they go together, is something really different. It's very, very different. You're going to see. So this is a collection that actually features, now this is set in 14 karat gold. Anything that's done in gold in Kabana is always going to be set in solid gold, and is to be as strong as possible. But this is set in 14 karat gold with pink mother of pearl, along with spiny oysters. So this is where you're going to get a really unique and diverse range of colors, because they're actually incorporating several different stones in order to achieve that. Now this one, I'm going to show you this ring, and then I'll take it off to show you a little better on my hand. But this is a perfect example of that substantial factor that Kabana has in each and every piece. So this one here, you're going to see, look at that beautiful color. So you actually have the pink mother of pearls, and then they're set off with those really rich, if we can get back in focus. There we go, just get my face off the screen. It's set off with that beautiful, rich, deep purple, and that's of the spiny oysters. And then you've even got some black mother of pearl in there too. Now this collection, I believe this is what they originally called their constellation, but it is so different. And then you've got that beautiful little streak of diamonds right through the middle to make sure that you don't get too lost in all the colors, and it kind of perfectly divides that ring and keeps the attention where you want it. So that is, hands down, a stunning ring. And this is something just different. And you can see as I'm rolling here, you can see, you can see that pillow effect, right? You can see that ring just setting, that stone is even a little bit above the channel where it's seamlessly set into. And that pillow effect, again, it's a signature thing, and it's just something that's not attainable without using the best quality stones. Now, I mentioned before, the most important thing, the thing that I always make sure to look at is the other side, the side that's not meant to be all pretty and shown to the world. And this is where, again, Kabana really just follows through every single time. So as you can look in the back of this ring here, let me get this out of your way. You can see you've got the beautiful Kabana stamp there, but you see how solid that is? There's no skimping on the gold. There's no space left open just to make it lighter. This is a solid piece crafted through and through. And then the shank, you've got a beautiful wide comfort fit shank. So it just slides on your finger silky smooth. Every single piece they do does. And I can only tell you, this piece is stunning on its own. But then when you add in, or you look at the matching earrings. Now I was actually mistaken. It's not the Constellation collection. This is the Riviera Noir collection. Now these earrings you have here to match perfectly along with those rings, along with that ring. And you've got that nice little set of 3 diamonds in there, brilliant cut, fully faceted, brilliant cut diamonds, just to give it that little bit of separation, while you still get all the attention on the variety of colors. And when it comes to, like, this is such a unique design, not just because of the colors of the gold, but also, the colors of the stones, but the gold. That's what I was getting at. It's that beautiful 14 karat rose. And you could do this in other colors, but that rose with the pink of the mother of pearl and the spiny oyster, they just really come together perfectly. And that black mother of pearl just gives it that little bit of difference, and it's just something it's so distinct. Now this whole collection is beautiful, but I think the ring and the earrings that they sent me were by far the standout 2 pieces. Now I'm going to show you on the earrings as well. Again, it's every single time. You will not find any skimping on the gold. You will find that it's completely solid. A beautiful solid piece. And then you've got, of course, your Kabana stamp in there. And then you've got a really substantial, like even the clasp. You don't see, they didn't make any holes in that clasp. They made it as a solid, well, if we can get back in focus, as a solid piece through and through. I mean, that's that is some weight in that clasp, and that's just to be sure that when you're wearing these stunning earrings, they're not going anywhere. And it flips up nice and tight and then clicks, and you are secure. So when it comes down to it, the ring, the earrings, whichever one is your personal favorite, I think they're both fantastic. I think they would go exceptional together. Let's go ahead and explain, let's see, our pricing on these. Now, the ring itself is a Kabana retail price. Now, mind you, bear in mind, this is solid gold. This is with all of the stones hand cut and crafted for each piece. And again, every single one is seamless. Kabana price on this 14 karat rose gold and diamond ring is $23.70. And today's price, we've got a significant discount on that for today's show. It is $2014 for the ring. And that is stunning. And I mean, I'm telling you, for the amount of time and work that goes into each piece, that's an exceptional value. And not only are you getting the solid gold, you're getting the diamonds, you're getting all these different colored inlaid stones, but you're also getting the work that goes into it. I mean, I'm telling you, it took me 3 hours to cut a square with help. And then you look at something like this and look at these unusual shapes. Just each and every one of those stones is individually, one by one, cut to fit into each individual piece. We're talking about people who are truly artisans. When you put these kind of stones into a piece of jewelry like this, it's not just a piece of jewelry. This is wearable art. And it is inlay truly at its finest. So that ring, again, you can get that from lovetoshoplive.com, and you go to the collections, you'll see this is under the Kabana Inlay Collection, or you can call the number that is 844-1-844-LOVE, LV2 Shop Live. LV2, the number 2, shop. Right. LV2 shop. Don't worry about the live on that one. Live is for the website. So 1-844-LV, number 2, shop. Or lovetoshoplive.com. So that is the ring, Riviera Noir, something really different. If you're somebody who, you've got all of your basics, you've got your diamonds, your colored gemstones, and you want something that pops and something that screams, I have an unusual taste, while at the same time being extremely elegant, the ring is a no-brainer. Or you have the earrings, if you're somebody that's more into the earring thing. Again, each and every piece. I mean, it really is, it's time consuming, not only to learn how to do this, but then to make each piece. And that's what happens when you're talking about handcrafted artwork here. This isn't mass made or production made. They don't stamp these out and then throw a stone in there. They actually handcraft and carve each individual stone. Now the earrings are, let's see, Kabana price on those earrings, because there's two, is $38.70. And today's show price, $3,096. $3,096 for this amount of work, for that amount of weight, and for those stunning earrings is something you will not regret. And if you're looking to get those, again, you can call the number, speak to Nick, speak to Alicia, or you can go on the website right now and pick those up. Those are the Riviera Noir collection. Just want to make sure I got that right. Now, next up, we're going to talk about one I was, again, mentioned before, I'm very, very excited about, and this is an amazing piece. Also very distinct, very unique. The gold quartz. Now the gold quartz, I mentioned, it's something that's very unusual, very natural, unusual to find. When I first went up to Alaska and found out about gold quartz, I thought it was really interesting. And then I looked a little more into it and found out how it forms and how rare it is. And I thought it was fantastic. But then I started looking at all the pieces around, and I started looking at all the different brands and things that made gold quartz. And I noticed there was a lot of inconsistency in the look of it and the sheen of it. Kabana has the right pieces. No, I've not gone through anything from the Mati collection yet. And JP, I'm not sure if I have anything in that one yet. If you could check for us, and then we could let Sobi know. But the gold quartz, Kabana actually has got, I don't know how or why, but the amount of gold that runs through them and the amount of sheen that they get in them is amazing. They have all completely natural stones. There's nothing every single piece. This is a natural piece of quartz that thousands of years ago happened to collect or have natural veins of gold running through it. And it became so big and it's so popular in Alaska because of the history and the gold rush of Alaska. And they even sometimes they did find some up there. It's found in a few other places around the world too, but there had been some gold quartz found up in, I believe it was one of the mountains up in Juneau. if I remember correctly. But it's a very uncommon thing to find in the first place, but to find pieces like this with this substantial amount of gold content inside of the quartz, and then beyond that, with that amazing sheen and that iridescence to it. And here you can actually see this one has a little bit of you can see a little bit of cobalt in there too. And now this is one of those things where seeing those little bit of almost imperfections when the stone was formed is really the charm of it, and it's really what you're looking for. So this one here is a beautiful piece, and it's got a very unusual shape to it, and it's got these stunning 2 rows split down the side of diamonds. So I'm gonna get you a little bit closer look in there. But if you see here, there we go. It is such an unusual, natural occurring gemstone. And just like every other piece, as I said, you're going to notice that pillow effect. As you can see, that stone comes just over the top there to be perfectly rounded. And that not only means that they had a more substantial or a larger original stone to craft with, but it's also going to add to just the comfort of wearing it. That's not going to snag on your clothes. That's not going to catch on your dress or on your jean pocket or nothing. It's going to be simply wearable, functional, and just stunning. And then you can see those rows of diamonds down the side I was talking about are right over here. Get you a little more focused. There we go. And again, they do not use chips. They do not use any sort of dust or anything. These are all fully faceted, round, brilliant cut diamonds, all matched within the same color range every single time. And then, like we said before, you notice on the back, see, every time they do it, even on the back of the stone, there is no skimping. It's completely solid on the back of the ring. And that really adds into the comfort factor. That's what it's about, is the fact that when you wear it, it feels good to put it on. It just feels great in every single way. Yeah, it's stunning. Sorry, I lost looking at that one. I just love it. And the one of the other things I really think is unique and to always keep in mind when it comes to the gold quartz, and this applies to some other stones too, but gold quartz is a perfect example of it, is that this ring here, and we do have 3 of these rings available in a size 8, and there is always an option. Now when it comes to inlay, some things can be sized a little bit. We will take care of the sizing one way or the other for you. That's included for the show. Don't worry about that. But some things will maybe need to be custom made in some cases, because inlay is so perfectly crafted. When you change the shape of the ring, they have to be very careful and they have to know exactly what they're doing. So you want to make sure you do ask about that. They'll get that taken care of for you when you call in. But even though we have 3 rings of this, three of this design available, I will tell you now, they're all going to be the same exceptional quality gold quartz stone. But what's not going to happen is, you see all of these little veins, you see those little cobalt spots in there too? Even though those 2 other rings are going to have the same shape, same stone in it, the pattern in those is not going to be the same. This is a naturally occurring vein of gold. It's not going to do the same thing twice. So even though somebody else may have the same design of this ring as you can know with any piece of their gold quartz collection that you get, it is one of a kind. And that stone will not be the same for anybody else, which really adds to that kind of that special feeling of that heirloom piece, that's something you want to have that you're remembered by. There is not another one like it. Absolutely love it. This is a very substantial piece, and the size, and you see everything that goes into it. This one here, it is set in 14 karat gold. Now, I didn't mention yet, but when it comes to the content of the gold inside of the quartz, it can have a bit of a range. Now, when it comes to Kabana's gold quartz, the carat of the gold that's going to be in the quartz itself is going to be anywhere from 18 to 22 karat. So you are looking at, again, the best that exists when it comes to gold quartz. And that's exactly what you get with every single piece from Kabana. So this one here, I love this ring. This ring is a Kabana price of $8,574, $8,574. Today's show price, even better, $6,430. Now this is something where you are getting a one-of-a-kind stone. That stone will be one of a kind, and it is something that will be a conversation starter. I can't tell you how many times I've been stopped with many of the different pieces of Kabana that I have, but especially when I've worn the gold quartz. And everybody just says, what is that? What is that you're wearing? And it's really kind of cool to be able to get to tell them that story of the gold rush and everything in Alaska, and then everything about how that stone actually forms. Beautiful piece. If you have questions about it, you want to know more about it, if we aren't answering it for you in the comments already, feel free. Call, talk to Nick, talk to Alicia. We'll get it taken care of. We have the answers. I mean, like I said, it's a not always you get an opportunity to shop directly with the family that owns a company of such a prestigious brand as Kabana. And you have that opportunity today. Remember, that number is 1-844-LV-2 shop. All right, so we're going to move to our next piece. Now, we're going to stay in the same vein when we talk about this next piece, because it is also a gold quartz piece. And this is one that is one of my favorites. It is the heart. I showed you this one before, but I want to make sure we get it even a little bit closer for you, because this is something lovely. Now, this one right here is, again, it is their heart design, and it is featuring the gold quartz. Now remember, every single piece will have its own unique design. Those veins of gold, when they formed thousands of years ago, that's the shape they took for this single stone. And each other one will be a different shape. Now, those diamonds you see around them, as you can see, those are stunning, stunning diamonds. And I just love the elegance of this piece, but also the simplicity of it. And it's that beautiful classic heart, but those diamonds just really take it to another level. And I love that you've got the yellow gold setting, which perfectly accents, obviously, the yellow gold and the quartz. And then you have the diamonds, that nice offset white, to match the beautiful white of the quartz. So you've got something that really, it just works so functionally. And then even the bail, can you see that one there? Even the bail of the necklace has its own beautiful three or four round brilliant cut diamonds. And those are in a cascading in terms of size. You've got the smaller one down at the bottom, and then as they go up, they grow. Now, this necklace is beautiful, and in terms of size for you, just to give you an idea, let's see if we can get this measured up for you. Just to give you an idea of the width of it, we're looking at right there. And I don't know how well it's showing on this camera, but one of the other things that strikes me always about the gold quartz is it's just something in the way that it's done. We don't think of gold as something as having a really a strong sparkle or iridescent property, but in the quartz, there's something about it. It just shimmers like flecks of gold. And this heart necklace, as with every other piece, you'll notice solid on the back. This one's going to come with a beautiful gold chain to go with it, and each and every chain, just like every other piece in their jewelry, is going to have that nice substantial clasp there. There it is. And you feel the elegance of it. Now, I always mentioned the weight of it. It's just one of those things. And this is something I learned from, helping people shop for years on cruise ships, is usually even more the gentleman, the husband, or the gentleman that was looking to do some shopping. And one of the first things that I saw a lot of them do is they would feel the weight of it. Not for any reason. They didn't have a scale. They didn't have a plan with it. It was just a natural kind of feeling, or a natural kind of reaction, that when you get a piece, you actually just put it in your hand. And that's another thing you'll notice. When you get your piece of Kabana, is the weight of it. Doesn't matter what piece. Every single piece is going to be done solid. Whether you're looking at one of the promotional silver items, and I do have a couple more really, really neat silver designs to show you soon. But every single piece is crafted through and through, and absolutely lovely. Now this heart, because it is one of my favorites, I asked them to do something special on it. This one here, they've taken a little extra off. It is a Kabana price of $5,094, and today's show price on this one here, with the full halo of diamonds all the way around, is $3,820. $3,820 for that heart, all those diamonds, beautiful 14 karat gold, and the gold quartz, of course. And the fact that you'll know nobody else will have this piece. This will be yours. Yours alone to do with it what you want, because nobody else will have a stone that will have that pattern ever again. So it's something that, it's not just a beautiful stone, but I just love the fact that you know you're getting the only one when it comes to that. Now we do have not just jewelry for the ladies. We have a few pieces that I also wanted to show you of men's jewelry. Where did that one go? All right, we'll come back to that one. Here we go. So this is a different stone. We have to jump over a little bit. This one right here, here it is. And it's another thing, just like with the every other piece, it's done solidly. But this is one of their men's rings, and this is a unique stone too, something a little bit different. This is a tiger's eye piece. Now, tiger's eye is actually a phenomenal gemstone. It's something that has some very unique properties to it. It is, it's got an amazing iridescence to it. And that's because it has some unique properties. You can actually see when you take this out into the sun or into the light, you will see, let's see if we can get this a little better for you. You will see that the stone itself has a very unique, rich scintillation as you turn it in different directions. Now that is something that's not in a lot of gemstones. It's called chavoyancy, and it's something that, well, you can see it. It's just different. You can almost see the fibers in there. And it's a similar effect to that has gone along with seeing things like a cat's eye. And it's just because of the way that the stone is formed. And there's nothing else quite like it. And that's, again, the property is called chatoyancy. And that's why you're able to see when you actually hold it out into the light, it almost looks sometimes as if it's almost following you. And you can see just, it looks so different. And I love the colors of it. When you look at the colors of this one, and they can have a bit of a range, but this one here, you'll see those beautiful kind of almost mahogany colored, almost like a wood grain in different varieties of a wood color. It just gives that really nice masculine feel. And it's something that a lot of guys maybe don't typically wear jewelry. It's not something they always do. This is a great one to kind of change it up. This is one that is a masculine ring. Even though it's got those beautiful channel set diamonds on the side of it, it's absolutely still very, very wearable. I mean, actually, I almost forgot. It's a men's ring. I can actually put this one on to show you, even easier. But you can see you've got those colors. You've got the beautiful 14 karat gold. You've got those lovely round, brilliant cut diamonds. But it's not over the top. It's not too much to be able to wear and pull off on a very formal occasion or even an everyday. And that's just, again, another thing, another benefit of getting that wearability in those handcrafted pieces and that perfectly seamless feel is that wearability. You can wear that with confidence. And tiger's eye it's a solid stone. It's a 7 on the most hardness scale. So it's something that you can wear. And being channel set like that just gives it that added protection and safety. Now this ring here, this one, the tiger's eye, has a Kabana price of $34.95. And today's show price on it, though, brought all the way down to $27.96. $27.96 for this amazing tiger's eye ring. Again, there's two ways to get that, two ways to order. You can either visit to lovetoshoplive.com or call 1-844-LV, the number 2, shop. Beautiful ring. And it's something different, you know. It's tiger's eyes, even working in jewelry stores all the time. It's not something you see all the time. It's something a little bit different and out there as well. A great conversation piece, great little something to have that's going to just change it up. Change it up a little bit instead of that traditional just the gold band or just your band that you always wear. So moving back into one of the next ones. Yes, I love this pair of earrings. These are absolutely stunning. We have some gold quartz earrings to show you. And here they are. Now these are 14 karat yellow gold drop earrings. And these ones are featuring 0.6 points of diamonds and of course the natural gold quartz. Oh, there we are. So these ones here, you've got that beautiful design. These will actually match perfectly. If you remember from earlier, these match very, very well. And Oh, I actually just got a really nice message for some lucky people there. Somebody was asking about the Mati collection that Kabana has. I don't have them here with me, but there are multiple, this is the question someone asked, multiple Mati bracelets available. And if you're looking to add that to your collection, Nick, who thankfully we've got graciously Nick is joining us here today supporting, and Nick is willing to offer a 20% off just for this show. So even if it's the Mati, see, this is one of those things with Kabana, they can always make things work. I don't have the Mati bracelets that you're asking about, but Kabana does, and Nick does. So give him a call, and he'll give you an additional 20% off for the show. Leslie and Ashley, that's who it was. Leslie and Ashley both asked. So call quick, because Ashley might get it, or Leslie might get it. I'm just kidding. They'll probably have a couple of varieties for you. But give them a call, speak to Alicia or Nick, and the Mati collection is stunning. I mean, I'm a little partial and love everything that they make, I think. Almost everything they make. But the Mati collection is another really, really different look too. And I'm sure we'll get that in one of our upcoming shows. But getting back to, we've got these lovely earrings that will go very nicely, if you'd like, with that ring. And then you've got not only the diamond posts on the top, but each one, of course. Now these are a pushback, but they are extremely secure. So much that I might not be able to get them off. We've got a pushback post here. Again, the backing, everything is all 14 karat gold. And as you can see on the back, just like everything, fully solid finish. You got the Kabana stamp in there. Got my fingerprint in there. I had a little trouble getting that one off, but you've got it right there, as you can see. Solid all the way through. Solid post, and then you've got your pushback. Nice and easy. Lovely, lovely pair of gold quartz earrings to be able to go along with that ring or on their own. And these are available today. The Kabana price on these earrings for both with the diamonds is $43.50. Today's show price is $32.63. $32.63 for that set of earrings is a great price point. And again, that's all thanks to the lovely Nick, as well as his whole family and everybody there at Kabana Force. Give them a call. Again, the number is 1-844-LV, the number 2, shop. And if you don't want to go through the phone, you can do it through the website, which is going to be lovetoshoplive.com. All right, so after our earrings, we have another perfect matching piece. I had them spaced out on my tray. I almost didn't even notice that they are all a perfect collection. So we actually have the whole almost set available for you here. Let me make sure I get the right one. I do have 2 different sizes in this next one too. So we have the pendant to go along. Now this is set in 14 karat yellow gold, beautiful matching gold quartz pendant. And another 0.6 points of diamonds. Sorry, 0.2 points of diamonds on this one. Now remember, that gold that's inside, anywhere from 18 to 22 karat. Now the necklace here today, that's going to be matching along with the rest of the set. And as you can see, fully stamped, everything on the back, just like all the others. That necklace is going to be Kabana price of $34.44. Today, show price of $25.83. $25.83 for the matching pendant or standalone itself. But as you can imagine, if we were to begin to put all these beautiful things together, you have got an amazing set. We'll do it this way. Maybe that'll work better. Not quite. Here we go. So you can see, beautiful set together. Again, each one individually, no matter which one is the one that speaks to you or that's calling out to you, each one individually is an amazing addition to your collection and something that's probably very different from anything that you already have. Each one would be an amazing conversation starter in itself. Put them together, you have an absolutely jaw-dropping collection of jewelry that nobody else in the room is going to have. You can walk into any event, you can talk to anybody you know, nobody's going to have that same collection. Next up we have, the smaller version. My mistake, almost skipped over there. So we have this is the same one. So let me go back real quick and we'll give you a little bit of a measurement just for an idea of the difference between the larger and the smaller, because they are both beautiful. Starting with the larger one, we have here. Let me get that one up for you. Right there. So you're looking at just right around at the widest point, about 1/2 inch on this one. So you got this is a substantial size, really nice size. And then if we're moving into the smaller one, we're going to pull this one up here, let you get it just as an idea. Because a lot of times it's tough to decide whether you should go with the larger or the smaller, so I just want to make sure you've got the information. And here we're looking at the smaller one, and we're looking at just about 3/8. Both substantial though, both beautiful. And these are great too. I mean, when you look at either of these, almost any of the pendants, even the heart that we showed earlier, those are great everyday wears. Those aren't something that you can only wear when you're going out somewhere special. That's again, part of that wearability factor is I love jewelry myself that I can wear all the time and not have to worry about. I'm not, as much as I'll appreciate any different style or any type of jewelry, I'm not somebody personally, though, who's going to get something that I only wear for a special occasion. I like to get things that I wear all the time, which presented a lot of trouble when I started realizing that I liked Australian opals. But luckily, Stavros had an answer for me. Kate actually, and my wife surprised me with this ring a long time ago. That was a funny one. We were apart for a while. What we used to do is we'd work for 6 months at a time, because that's a standard stretch on a cruise ship, anywhere 6 to, sometimes it ended up being 10 months, but normal is 6 months, then we take about 2 months off. Kind of the general rule of thumb, regardless of job, and different jobs have different lengths of contracts, but kind of like the general rule of thumb is every month you work, you get 1 week off. So you do 6 months on, you typically take like 6 weeks off. So a lot of times she would go home to visit her family in Russia, I would go back to California, and then we'd meet up later. And I was certain it was Christmas coming up or her birthday, and I was sure I got the right thing. I custom ordered through Kabana. It was a white mother of pearl white mother of pearl necklace. Has a very unique kind of shape to it, almost the same style shape of like something like this. But it matched her ring the first ring that I ever got her. So I went through all the work. We went through a lot of effort and got it done just in time. I got it shipped to Tampa. I picked it up at the Tampa post office before I picked her up at the airport. And I was sure like I pulled off the best, surprise ever. And then as I was picking her up from the airport, and as we got back to the ship and we were getting settled on unpacking, I couldn't wait. I'm just, so super excited to give it to her. And as I was, getting ready to give her this present, I handed it to her, and before she even opened it, she handed me a box. And we somehow had managed to try to trick and deceive each other, and both ended up surprising each other with a piece of Kabana. She got me this ring, and I got her the white mother of pearl pendant. But both, again, because it's wearable. And I don't think she takes that necklace off, just like her white mother of pearl ring. It's just it's a set she wears every day. She'll be putting the baby down for a nap, she's still got her Kabana on. And another thing though is that because we have a 6-month-old baby who grabs everything she can. Don't have to worry because it's so smooth and it's just all so well polished that she's not going to hurt her hand. She's not going to poke herself because we can't just stop the baby from grabbing whatever she wants. She runs the show. We learned that very quickly. All right, so just in case I didn't. I want to make sure I give you the price on the smaller. We have the larger and the smaller of this pendant. The price on the smaller one is a Kabana price of $26.64. Today's show price, this one is $21.32. So the smaller size, today's show price is $21.32. If you like the larger pendant of the same design, if you like the larger one, the price on that one, which is actually here, and here I'll give you a side by side just to give you a little bit more of a reference, just to make it a little easier. So you have the smaller and the larger, okay? So the larger pendant, today's show price is $25.83, and then the smaller is $21.32. All right, so you've got two wonderful options there. Just a matter of deciding. Someone said, yes, I did work out of a cruise ship in Tampa for about 5 years. That's actually where Kate and I met. And I'm not sure, do I get in trouble if I say what cruise lines I worked on? JP, is that okay? It's because it's like 5 times now. I've almost had to instinctively stop myself from saying a cruise line or a cruise ship because I'm just not sure. I just don't want to get in trouble. But we'll see. But yeah, we worked out of Tampa for many, many years. And D, yes, I did at one point work for that company as well. It was over the years I actually worked for Well, I guess there's no reason I can't say that. Did end up working for probably, let's see, almost all of them. Carnival, Norwegian, Royal Caribbean, Celebrity. I helped on a Holland ship for like 2 weeks. Just covered the bases, you know, make sure we get a little bit of variety in there. All right, now, oh, here we go. Here we go. This, yes, okay, well, just to be safe, I also spent a lot of time with the cruise line that has an anchor and a crown. Can't get in trouble for that. This one, thanks JP, appreciate that. This was probably I ended up doing, and this was not recommended because the working, the hours up there are crazy, but I ended up doing about 5 years on 5 seasons in Alaska. And I only say that because when you go to Alaska, if you've never cruised to Alaska, I strongly encourage it. One of these days, there's a reason everybody puts it on their bucket list. It's amazing. The wildlife, the nature, the scenery. I will tell you should get a ship that goes to as many ports as possible. There's some ships that only do like a Juneau Skagway, which is still great. But if you have the opportunity to go to like, Sitka, or you have a chance to go to Ketchikan too, or there was even another one called Icy Strait Point. Visit the smaller places and all the other places, because the wildlife, the experience, the whole thing is amazing. And it's not like cruising anywhere else. It's, just as good in its own right. It's just a very different experience than the whole, the Caribbean thing, what we traditionally think of when we think of a cruise. But up in Alaska, there is unequivocally one thing that everybody goes home with all the time. And it comes in a variety, but this is the Gold Quartz has to be the most iconic way to do it. And that is, of course, the whale tail. So here you have, and this is just done so beautifully, you have 2 different pieces of gold quartz, as you can see, going down the sides of each edge of the tail, and then you've got that beautiful whole section of diamonds up in the top. Again, every time you see diamonds in Kabana, they are going to be fully faceted, round, brilliant cut diamonds. Okay? No chips or dust or anything. These are always going to be fully faceted cut diamonds. And then you've got the beautiful gold quartz as it comes down. And again, the size, the weight, and I'm going to flip this one over. This one you need to see on the back too, because you've got that beautiful stamp on it. But again, all the way through and through, solid. Just a solid, well-made piece. And when you wear it, you feel it. It's not like you wear it and you forget about it. You're going to feel that right there. It's going to remind you of that amazing piece that you got to celebrate, or that you got for yourself, or just for the heck of it. And in terms of size, you can see the width of our whale tail here, just to give you that reference. Now, obviously, the whale tail in Alaska, a whole perfect kind of theme up there. But this is something I didn't see this when I was up there before. I saw lots of whale tails, lots of them, but not with gold quartz and not with this beautiful diamond accent. Like this is really, really well done. I love the amount of diamonds they put there at the top. It's kind of like that perfect balance. It's one of those things where they didn't go overboard, which could easily be done on this one. You could easily have gone too big with the diamonds or added too many there, but that is just a perfect, noticeable, yet soft kind of accent to the overall design, and still keeps the attention down there on the gold quartz. I mean, that's, for me at least, I always like things that have unique stones, but beyond just that, you don't want the piece to be overpowered in somewhere else. Yes, D, this is a whale-made piece. I don't know if someone else said that first, but I love it. Very whale-made. You got it. Love this design, and it is something different as well. It's the only, let's see, we do have several of these available. I have a feeling, though, if anybody went to an Alaska cruise and didn't get one, they will be picking them up quickly, so be sure to go for it. This whale tail, in its substantial size, all the diamonds and everything, has a Kabana price of $44.94. Today's show price on this, $33.70. $33.70 for that beautiful gold quartz whale tail with that beautiful accent of diamonds up above it. And diamond weight, we're looking at 10 points of diamonds, which is 1/10 of a carat. Now we also have, if you do go for something like the whale tail and you want something soft and subtle to accent it, we have a beautiful pair of earrings we're going to cover here. This is another piece of the gold quartz we have. And then after this, I've got another men's ring I wanted to show you. But this is just very elegant, simple, straightforward gold quartz studs. So as you can see, you've got the beautiful gold quartz, solidly set in 14 karat yellow gold. And again, those substantial, nice, strong posts on the back and the pushback to go on it. So you've got, again, solid, you see a lot of things. If you see a lot of pieces of jewelry that were made like this style, you would not see a solid flat back. You would see space. You would see openings where they conserved on the amount of gold. So these are just a classic piece. Simple, straightforward, and solid. Again, that's something that just, they do it right every time, and it's something worth mentioning. And when you see, if you end up getting a piece of Kabana jewelry, I'm sure many of you watching probably already have a few of them. Once you wear a piece of Kabana, it's going to kind of change the way that you assess or that you look at other jewelry. It will. I mean, when I got a Kabana ring, I started really looking at my other rings and noticing which ones did and which ones didn't have that solid feel to it, that comfort fitting to it. It's just, I love it. I love every single piece that they do. And the simple studs, a classic. These ones here, these gold quartz studs set in 14 karat gold, we're looking at a Kabana price of $2,034, and today we have a show price of $1,525. $1,525 for these lovely classic gold quartz stud earrings. Beautiful. Now remember, if you're looking to pick those up, two ways to do it. You can either call or visit the website. We have lovetoshoplive.com. Lovetoshoplive.com, and these you'll find when you highlight over collections at the top of the page. You're going to go to where you see Kabana inlay, the inlay collection, and that's where you'll find these gold studs along with all of the other gold inlay that we're looking at. Or you can make it easier if you're somebody who likes to use the phone. Just pick them up and give a call. The number is 1-844-LV. Number 2, shop. LV2 shop. Love to shop. All right, now the one last ring I had to show you for the gold quartz right now. Here we go. I mentioned I had a couple men's rings. This is the second men's ring I have, and this was probably like I was always impressed with men's gold quartz rings. Now they do have to obviously use larger pieces a lot of times when they do large stones like this. But the gold quartz, as you can see, you've got stunning color and fire in there. And it's really nice to find something like this. This is something that a lot of men who would tell me, I don't wear jewelry. Adam, I do not wear jewelry. Adam, I just don't like jewelry. The next day I'd see him walk up by my desk and they'd be wearing a men's gold quartz ring. I say, yeah, but this isn't like most jewelry. I like this. This is manly. It really is a stone that can be put into some of the men's designs like this, and you've got something that really is masculine, but at the same time, it is really eye-catching. And it's wearable. The fact that it's inlaid, you can wear it all the time. You don't have to worry about it whenever you're doing whatever it is that you do with your hands. And this one is a little tight. This one is just like every other piece. I like to always show you because I don't want anybody to miss out or think that it's something different. Completely solid all the way through, solid back, solid shank, and it just fits wonderfully. It just wears wonderfully. The fact that it's just comfort polished all the way through in that wide shank. Wide shank gives it a nice kind of just substantial feeling when you're there. Again, just like the pendants, you don't forget it's there. It doesn't bother you that it's there, but you know because of that weight, because it's a solid piece. It's not just something that's dainty and made with anything flimsy. It's a solid piece of gold with that really just shine it so you can see a little better. The color and the vibrance that comes out of the gold that's in the middle, it matches the 14 karat around it, but it's also just slightly different when you see. And as always, you notice as I hold it up to the side here, you have that little bit of pillow effect because it is a solid piece. It's almost mesmerizing the way the colors kind of play on the stone there. But at the same time, just gives you that real nice manly feel to it on this ring. Simple, straightforward, also just beautiful. Now this men's ring here, let me get the price for us today. And it is a heavy piece, so it is a heavy in terms of weight. Kabana price on this one, on this men's ring, and this is we only have one available. This actually, I'm not surprised because, like I said, these men's rings are so insanely popular. When you do manage to get to see them and shop for them, everybody loves them. Kabana price on this one is $52.24. Today's show price on this men's ring is $39.18. $39.18 for that ring that you will wear every day, or someone you know and love will. It's something that you won't take it off. It's just simply a wearable piece of jewelry and just looks fantastic. It goes with almost anything. So there we have our last men's ring for the Gold Quartz collection. Now I've got, I mentioned we have some silver collections too. So I'm gonna bring up a couple of pieces that we have from our silver collection. Now this one here is, to make sure I get it right, this is the Forget-Me-Not flower. This one comes with the chain. And it's just its nice, beautiful, well-made silver design. So now, while Stavros and his entire team, Kabana, is known throughout the world for having the best quality inlay jewelry on the planet, they also make some of the most beautiful silver pieces. And you can see the work in that. You can see that it's a solid piece, just like everything else that they do. And it comes with the chain to go along with it. Now I want to make sure and get off to show you parts of it. Make sure we show you every side of this piece. Make sure we want to show you the whole thing. So as you can see on the back, same thing, solidly made. This is the back. The back of the beautiful Forget-Me-Not flower. And then over here we have the beautiful front. And you can see the beautiful polish to it. Solid sterling silver. And then you've even got that beautiful wide bail. So if you wanted to use a different chain or something a little different, you've got plenty of space to work with there. So that's always an option for you. And then of course you've got a nice traditional. I've shown you the same with this one in other pieces, but you've got that solid clasp there for you too. So this one here, this is the Forget-Me-Not piece. This is now this one, when you go to the website lovetoshop.com, lovetoshop.live.com, and you highlight over collections at the top of the page, this is where you're going to go to the sterling side. I just want to make sure I get, yep, this would be the Kabana 925. So it's one on the top. When you look at the collections, Kabana 925, and then inside there you're going to see the Forget-Me-Not flower. Now this one is $60. Show price today, $60 for the Forget-Me-Not pendant. It's a lovely piece, and it's an exceptional quality for that price. Really good deal on that one. Great value. I mentioned we'd be covering all different price points. Can't go wrong. $60 for the Forget-Me-Not pendant. Now this next one, I've got another piece of the silver collection I want to show you. And again, whether it's this or anything else, if you'd like to take it or have it sent home to you today, visit the website lovetoshop.live.com, or you can call in and you can speak to Nick or Alicia, and the number is 844-LV, the number 2, shop, LV2 shop. Yep, love to shop, LV, the number 2 shop. The next ones up we have, this is another pair of earrings, but this is from the silver collection, and this is these are beautiful. They're just nice, delicate. They almost dance when you wear them. These are beautiful hummingbird earrings. And as you can see there, you've got that nice detail done all the way through, each and every way, and beautiful hoops to hang on. And they do have this, I mean, because of the way that they're polished and they're done, when you wear these and they get a little bit of movement, as you can see, they're almost dancing there. It almost just looks like they're jumping out at you. So you get that amazing refraction from all the different angles, and that's just part of the design. Because you've got those nice high arched hoops that gives them the freedom to have a little bit more movement than they normally would. So if you're looking for these hummingbird earrings, and again, they are just like everything else, done all the way to the back, solid. I'll show you. So you can see, if they'll stop dancing. They don't stop dancing. Makes it a little difficult for me to show you. But done all the way through, solid all the way. These hummingbird earrings are show price special today. The matching or the beautiful earrings with the hummingbirds in them that will dance as long as you wear them. $68. $68 for the hummingbird earrings. And again, those are in the Kabana 925 collection. And those are in sterling silver. We also have, to go right along with that, let's see where it is. This is the necklace that goes along. Now, it is a slightly different design, which is perfect because you don't always want the exact same. You want either, when you're matching a pair of earrings to a pendant, you want to have at least a little bit of variation slight variation in design or style or size. It's got to be something to be a little bit different so that it goes along, but it also sets apart. You don't want to look like you've just taken one of your earrings and put it on your necklace. Now, here, we have those earrings you saw. And I just want to give you a reminder of the design and positioning of the hummingbird there. And then this is the pendant that goes with it. It's a little bit different, but also lovely. So you've got more of a forward angle of the hummingbird there. And rested nicely and beautiful in size. Actually, I should do that too. That's good. Just give you a nice little reference on the size of both of these. So we have the earrings first. So you're looking at just about inch diameter on each earring. And then the pendant, you're going to be looking at probably about the same, little bit smaller in diameter, 3/4. There you go. So see just a little bit variation in size. But then it's also got a taller height because it's almost got a little bit of an oblong or oval shape there. But love this piece, love the earrings. They are both beautiful, something fun, something wearable, something great for gifts or yourself. The earrings, remember the earrings were, before we move too far ahead, I'll make sure that you all the prices. The earrings were, there we go. Today's show price on the earring is $68, and the pendant here, today's show price is $53. And we do have a couple of these available, not a ton. So if you do want one, I'd do it quick, but there are a couple of these available. Beautiful collections, beautiful pieces, and those are again the collections from the Kabana 925. And you'll find those all and everything else we've covered listed down on the website, lovetoshoplive.com. Now, we are looking for, I've got something, I only have one of these here. They have a couple available, but I've only got one of this collection to show you today. This is a beautiful pendant, and let's see if we can get you to see that color. That is a garnet. That is a beautiful, natural, vibrant garnet. Now, the garnet is a January birthstone for anybody out there. It's also, of all the natural color gemstones, I think it's a very, really underrated one. The amount of color and the amount of sparkle and fire that you're going to be able to actually get and see out of a garnet, it just outperforms a lot of other gemstones, and we just don't give it much thought. Beautiful piece, and I love the design. They've got that kind of beautiful little circular design going around the sides. You've got a nice wide bail up there too. And this one is, if you see, Bonnie, if you have none, this is one. This could be the one, the first one, if it's your birthstone. Remember, that's lovetoshoplive.com or 1-844-LV-2-SHOP. Now this one here, this garnet piece, again, some of these pieces they brought in with exceptional price points. This one here, this is the sterling silver, and you get that beautiful design, that filigree style design with it. This one's show price today is $43. There's only a couple available. $43 though. Get those ones quick. 844-LV-2-SHOP. LV2-SHOP or lovetoshoplive.com. And that is going to be in the Kabana 925 collection. That beautiful, bright garnet gemstone and that lovely filigree design. Next up, we're going to shift up now, or shift over. We're going to show something a little bit different. I've got a few pieces left to show you guys. So we should actually get started with our giveaway too. I almost completely forgot. Let's see. We are going to be, yes, that's actually a very good point. This garnet here, I should have mentioned, is a steel. because not only are you getting that beautiful pendant, this is coming with a chain for that price. It's really no way to go wrong with that. You're getting a beautiful, natural, bright, beautiful garnet set in a sterling silver, 925 solid sterling silver setting, and the silver chain to go along with it, all made in the USA for 43 bucks. Almost doesn't even seem real at that point. That's a steal. So if you need to add that garnet to your collection, definitely do it before they're gone. The next one we're going to talk, the trivia, the giveaway. Yes. So we're going to do a trivia question. So this is how it's going to work. I want to make sure I explain it clearly for everybody so that everybody has a chance to win. So I'm going to give you a trivia question in just a second. But the way it works is to answer the question, you need to direct message it. And it needs to be a direct message with the answer, your answer, to, let's see who we're sending these directly to. JP, are we sending these directly to who? Just want to make sure I give them the right information. I don't want people to not have a chance to win the necklace we're giving away and then be the one to blame. So I want to make sure we get you that right information. Now, it's going to be a direct message. I'll tell you who exactly to send it to in just a second. But the important thing, like I said, is it has to be a direct message. It does not count if it's in the comments. If you put the answer in the comments, you're just going to be helping everybody else. So it needs to be a direct message to Kabana's inbox on Facebook. Direct message to Kabana directly. And you can get their name from the link right here in the comments, but make sure you send it to them directly to their inbox on Facebook. Okay? Now, the question is, and they're going to be the ones to decide and let me know who the winner is, which, as a reminder, if you are the winner, and you would like to be recognized, and I'm happy to announce who the winner is and make sure everyone knows who got the prize. We do need your permission before we can use any names, okay? Before we're going to let anybody's name out there, full name out there, we just need your permission if you are the winner. So the question is, what does Kabana mean in Greek? That's where Stavros actually came up with the name, but not just that. That's the first beginning of the question. Everyone should be able to get that part right. What does Kabana mean in Greek? And why is that significant to the jewelry or to Kabana? What does Kabana mean in Greek? And then that word, what does it mean to the jewelry or to Kabana? And send that answer to Kabana directly here on Facebook in a direct message. Direct message. Remember, not in the comments. Be sure you give it as a direct message directly to Kabana, and they will notify me as soon as we have a winner. And then somebody's going to win that beautiful necklace. And just a reminder, this is the one that we are giving away. This is the prize. You will win an inlay mother of pearl heart set in silver. That white mother of pearl heart set in silver. That is the prize. What does Kabana mean in Greek? And why is that significant to the jewelry or to Kabana? It'll be the same answer there. Same more or less. What does Kabana mean in Greek? And why is it significant? So somebody's going to win that beautiful pink mother or white mother of pearl heart set in silver. So congratulations ahead of time. But I will let you know as soon as we have a winner, as soon as I'm notified. I'll be happy to let you know. And somebody's going to win that beautiful piece. Congratulations to whoever's going to get that. Now I have one more collection that I want to show, and I've been kind of saving this one just because it's one that I've always been very fond of and very familiar with. And this is going to be featuring some really beautiful pink mother of pearl. So we're going to let's start with the biggest piece I got. This is a stunning pink mother of pearl bangle. So here you have pink mother of pearl. Get your focus a little bit better there for you. Here we go. So you've got pink mother of pearl in those beautiful shapes going all the way across the top of the bangle. Now that's going to be set in 14 karat rose gold, accented with those diamonds. Remember, always fully faceted, round, brilliant cut diamonds right there. And it's a total of 12 points of diamonds on this one. But right there in the middle just kind of gives that nice division, that split down the middle of where it's going to rest on your wrist. And then you still have just the pink mother of pearl just goes on and on. Look at all those beautiful pieces as they kind of cascade up in size, up towards the middle, a crescendo, and back down the other. And then you've got a really really nice, of course, secure clasp on the edge. I'm going to show you the details on this clasp here. Bonnie, you have this one. Congrats. I mean, great taste. I love this bangle. Love all their bangles, but this one is just, it's beautiful. So you've got, of course, your locking clasp. Oh, a little closer here for you. So the clasp locking as it goes in. You can hear that. You probably heard that click, even on my phone. And then you've got your safety, just a little safety lock that goes right down the side and just locks in there. That way it's nice and secure. But again, I feel like I've been saying it over and over, but it really is. When it comes to Kabana, it's about the detail. It's about the weight and the way that everything is finished. So even on this bangle, which, as you can imagine, as things get larger, if you were to try and save gold or add gold, it just gets compounded. Well, here, it's going to be the same thing. They do not skimp on any of their pieces. They do not sacrifice the quality on any of their pieces. So even something as significant and large as this bangle, every single part is fully solid and finished. You can see the Kabana stamp right in there, and then you can see that this whole thing is solid. It's filled through. And that's even more impressive when you're talking about pieces of this size. And I don't know if my wrist might be a little big to show you. Sometimes you can just see it a little better if it's on skin than if I just hold it up in the air. So let's see if that works. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Okay, my wrists are almost small enough. Just to give you an idea, the color of it. And the rose gold has always been so complementary to the pink mother of pearl. I've helped a couple people that special ordered even some of the pink mother of pearl in white gold. But in something about the colors, the way that they interact with each other, the pink of the mother of pearl with the rose gold, they just really play off of each other, and they both, you know, make each other look better. So when it comes to pink mother of pearl, rose gold, a bangle like this is a really special piece. This is something that you will have and wear and cherish more than you would ever imagine should you decide to get one. I'm sure Bonnie would agree with me, but it is something that's, you appreciate more and more the more you wear it. I love this piece. Now this bangle here is a Kabana price of $82.23. Today's show price on this, we actually have it down to $65.78. $65.78 for that stunning, beautiful, big bangle. And the diamonds that you have right there, again, every single time, see if we can get a better view on it. They are fully faceted. Those are fully 58 faceted diamonds. Just to give it that little bit of a split down the middle, and it makes it wear evenly and makes it look amazing. I absolutely love the pink mother of pearl. And that's part of why we have some more pieces to show you. But this bangle is one of my favorites. I have many favorites, I think, today, but the bangle I love. The next one we've got a beautiful ring to show you. And the ring is pink mother of pearl set in rose gold. And very nice. If you're looking for something very nice and simple. And I can see many of you agree with me. Pink mother of pearl in rose gold just looks amazing. And some people don't like the diamond accents. Some people like the really just simple focus on just that mother of pearl and just the rose gold. You can have it here. I love the design. I love the almost the elongated shape of it. It makes it wear really well. Some people don't realize it, but this is a very complementary shape to a lot of ladies' fingers. But it's a very, very nice piece. And I love it. If you're just looking for that pink mother of pearl and that's what you want, this is a great option. And again, always fully finished all the way through. Lovingly made, just like everything at their company. And I actually just noticed that. I love that little bit of space. They just gave it that little bit of a design edge on the sides there. And it also let them kind of come support it from two different angles. So they're able to secure that design in the middle from the lower and from the upper. And still have it fully polished underneath. Absolutely love it. This is this one here. This is the Kabana inlay, 14 karat rose gold, as everything they do is 14 karat. And this is it's a great price. This one's a Kabana price of normally $11.95. And today, show price, this one here, pink mother of pearl in 14 karat rose gold for $956. And you're getting this beautiful piece of natural, stunning, perfectly crafted pink mother of pearl set in solid 14 karat rose. This one's growing on me more and more. The more I look at it in the camera, I love it more and more. But beautiful piece. Again, just like it all, this is available lovetoshoplive.com. And you go on there, you can select from the collections. This will be in the Kabana inlay collection. Yep, Kabana inlay collection, just like everything else we have there today. Lovetoshoplive.com. Open the Kabana inlay collection. Or you can also call. And if you have any other questions, you actually get a chance. Kara, I did cover most of the gold quartz, but I will, as soon as I've got a couple more pink mother of pearl pieces, and I can go back and show some of the, I'll highlight through and just show the pieces that we showed before if you'd like to see the gold quartz too. Absolutely. Sorry, if the number, if you want to call, 1-844-LV2-SHOP. Love to shop. LV2, the number 2, SHOP, LV2 shop. Next up we have, now this is kind of almost a mix between several different pieces we've gone throughout the day, almost a marriage of some of the collections. And always the classic, which is, it is a heart. It is a heart that we have not seen yet though. This is a pink mother of pearl heart. And this one is set in 14 karat rose gold because we've always established that we love pink mother of pearl in rose gold. But this one has a little bit of an addition on the bezel on the outside of the heart there. So you've actually got, it's almost layered. So oftentimes, what they've normally done in their design with the heart, and just to show you, I'll just hold up these ones again. So you've got, beautiful hearts, all perfectly crafted. Just a slight variation you're going to see in this one is that you've got almost that little step on the side. And that is right there. So you've got the beautiful heart perfectly inlaid like everything else. And then you've got that nice little accent, which just is almost like a step in the heart shape. And it just gives it that one or two from each angle, gives it those 1 or 2 additional facets on the gold, which just lets it catch the light at a few different angles. So this is going to help you grab a little bit more attention there when you're wearing it. You'll see it more. Everyone else will see it more. And it's, of course, it's in that beautiful, solid 14 karat gold. And again, every single piece, you've got the big, this one actually is even larger. So you have a lot of options for what you're going to put it on because you have the space in the bail there. It doesn't look like it's oversized or anything. It actually looks perfect from the front, even on this nice, delicate chain. But because you do have that space, you have the options. You can play with it. You can put it on something different. Beautiful, beautiful piece. And this is not only a unique design with that extra little channel. This one here, we have several of these available. And this is the 14 karat rose gold heart. Comes with an 18-inch 14 karat chain. So chains included on this one. Chains included. And this one has a Kabana price of $15.25. Today's show price on this with the chain, $12.20. $12.20 for this pink mother of pearl heart set in that beautiful 14 karat rose gold setting. And you have an 18-inch rose gold chain included in that price. Really exceptional value on this one. And you get, as every time you get that beautiful iridescent pink mother of pearl in the center. So that is going to be the last pendant we have to show. Yep. I've got a couple. Well, we do have the last pendant. Doesn't mean it's the last part of the set. This is actually going to be kind of the centerpiece. So I'm going to leave this one here nice and close. This is going to be the pendant, and we're going to show you a few of the other pieces that'll go along with it if you're looking to have that just that wow factor of having the whole matching set to go with it. Now there are some options here too. We've got some options in the earring range. So next up, I'm going to show you these ones first. But these are so cute. I'm going to show you these ones first though. Now these are beautiful rose gold, pink mother of pearl hoop earrings on a nice large hoop, because everybody has their own style. This is how many would like to wear their earrings, is with that nice large hoop, so you get all the movement. If you like something that dangles, this is where you're at. And this is they're again stunning earrings, handcrafted like every other piece, solidly made. Let me just get one off just to show you. I know I do it every time, but that's because I want you to understand exactly what the piece is, should you decide that that's the one you need to order. But here you've got a very nice secure clasp that will just flip in and lock. And that, along with that large arch over the top and gravity, will keep those earrings completely safe and secure. These ones here also finished fully on the back. You'll see the Kabana stamp, just like every piece. I love the way they do that. These here, the hoop Kabana 14 karat white pink mother of pearl in rose gold, these are a really good price. Wow. These are a Kabana price on these is $645. Show price today for these beautiful pink mother of pearl heart earrings. Show price today on these ones. These are the ones with the dangle, the ones with the hoops. Show price on these today, $516. $516, and that's a lever back clasp. Terminology's losing myself a little bit, but these are lever backs, obviously. $516 for the lever back Kabana pink mother of pearl heart earrings. Now, I said that's an option. There are others. The next one we have to show, we've got two more pieces of pink mother of pearl, but one would be if the lever back is not exactly what you have in mind. It's not exactly your style. We have these amazing, lovely stud earrings. I think these are amazing. Now these are 14 karat rose gold heart studs featuring pink mother of pearl inside. They're not the biggest, but they're substantial, and they are just an easy everyday wear. Like, that is a classic. That's a simple, but stunning elegance to it. You know, sometimes simple is the way to go. And if you want some lovely, or you want to start your Kabana collection, this is a great piece to begin with. And you're still looking at handcrafted 14 karat gold, just like you'll find in every other piece. And these are going to have pushbacks on them, just so you can see. And again, every single time, secure, clasped, solid posts. And they do not skimp on any part. And these ones here are Kabana price of, Kabana price on these is $407. Today's show price on these beautiful pink mother of pearl studs, $325. $325. You're going to be able to get solid gold pink mother of pearl studs. That is amazing. And yes, for gifts, if you're looking for gifts, I think it's a great option. Can you imagine the little girls, the granddaughters? I can imagine our little Avery running around wearing these beautiful, well, not running around yet, one day, these beautiful pink mother of pearl hearts. And at the same time, they are substantial enough size that they will get noticed. You will see them. You will get compliments on them. I absolutely love them. All right. Now there is one remaining piece to the pink mother of pearl heart puzzle. And this is one I mentioned before. I showed it a couple of times because I just think I think it's amazing in terms of the value of it for a bracelet, and also just the design of it. And this is actually, I was surprised on camp when I did the little teaser we did yesterday. I honestly had no idea that this was double-sided until I was showing it on the, I think you probably saw me get a little surprised. And it's just, I love it. It's amazing. It's fantastic. And I'm going to get you a better look at it. That's what I'm going to do. So let's see. I'm going to have to use a little piece of paper for this one, just to make it, let's see if this works better. So this is the beautiful bracelet featuring pink mother of pearl hearts, alternating with those little stations of heart-shaped with diamonds in the middle. So you can see there, maybe a little better angle. And it alternates. And it's something beautiful. Just when you think you might have enough pink mother of pearl, you're wrong. You can flip it over and you have more. There's just no such thing as too much of pink mother of pearl and rose gold, I think. This is not only that I love the accents in the middle, and it just kind of gives it that nice little break, because it doesn't matter which way it lies, because it is both sides, double-sided. But imagine, it's hard to imagine if you don't take a second to do it. But imagine being able to, or having to, if that was your assignment, to craft these beautiful little hearts out of the pink mother of pearl to fit into one side of this little channel. And then on the other side, you're going to do the same thing. But it's not like the other side's flat, so you can't just rest it as normal. I mean, it's just adds into and compounds the difficulty of creating each piece. Because every single piece, it's just every single time, even when they're smaller, like these little hearts that are accenting, even when it's a smaller piece with the pink mother of pearl, whether it's this bracelet or the stud earrings we showed, you will always have that pillow effect. They always have that. Every single piece is crafted that carefully every single time. And that's where it comes back to, you can feel the love that's put into jewelry. And I think love is the perfect word that describes Stavros and his whole operation, his whole company, his whole family. Bonnie, I'm going to get you the length on the bracelet. This bracelet is from end to end, clasp to clasp. I'll show you 7¼ inches. So we've got 7¼ inches there, right close. Okay, but every piece, doesn't matter the size. I mean, it's one of those things. When you feel the love in it, you feel the passion in it, and you feel that they really do care that much. And when I was, it kind of reminds me, one of the times, I don't remember which trip it was out to the Kabana factory, kind of an eye-opening thing was when I had actually known Stavros for several years at this point. And I had been to the factory before, and we'd see him at a conference every year, and they'd tell us all about the company and how they operate and how long everyone's been there. And he was telling us that, his average employee at the company at the time, this was a few years back, had been with the company, I want to say it was between 15 and 20 years, which, I'd heard that a couple times, as they always explain the story each year, because I did that job for a long time. And it's an impressive number. Like, it's just to think about that is amazing. But what really blew it out of the water for me was when we were walking around doing the tour one of these times, and Stavros was actually, wasn't there always 100% of the time, but he spent he's the best host ever. If you're ever in the area and they're able to open up and do tours, do it. Go visit. It's an amazing place. But he's the best, nicest host ever. But as we were walking around to different parts of the manufacturing facility, or between the different buildings, really, he just kind of he was introducing every person that he knew by name, however many employees he had there. And he was just asking them as he introduced them. He said, "This is Arturo, how long have you been with me? And, Fran, how long have you been with me?" Each person we were going to. And to hear all these different people randomly saying that they've been with him for 20 years, for 12 years, for 10 years, you don't get that kind of loyalty unless you really love what you do. And that's, I think, the perfect example of what goes into making each and every piece, like this little heart bracelet, but really just everything about Kabana and everything that they represent and what they are. It's just amazing piece. And the price on this one, this is one I saved to the end because I think it's an exceptional value for a solid gold pink mother of pearl bracelet. That's why I saved this one towards the end. The Kabana price on this bracelet is $19.20. Today's price, show price on this bracelet, is $15.36. $15.36 for the amount of work that goes into this. Let's not even factor in the cost of the gold and how solid it is and everything else and the diamonds. But just for the amount of work that goes into creating all these perfectly crafted little hearts. Do not seem to want to focus on my camera. There we go. And that includes those beautiful little diamond stations, each and every way to give it that separation, that differentiation, all the way along. And then, of course, you get a solid clasp every single time. So I'll give you a little view on that one. And it's a functional clasp. It's not something where it's so tiny that you can't quite get your fingers around it. I've dealt with plenty of those. But here you go. You can see you've got solid clasp, stamped, and everything. Don't know if it will quite come in focus, but it's just one of those things. With Kabana, you know what you're getting. You're getting quality every single time. And remember, You can shop for this one. We do have a couple of these available, not a lot, but a couple. You can shop for that on the website, lovetoshoplive.com, or dial, just call, and you can talk to Nick, you can talk to Alicia, you can talk to somebody there at the Kabana family, and that number for that is 1-844-LV2-SHOP. LV number 2 shop. And I just noticed here. Thank you for the update, guys. And there is a free gift for any purchase today over $4.99. Heidi, you're amazing. Wonderful. Thank you. There you go, guys. Any purchase today over $4.99, free gift with purchase. And shipping is going to be included. And if they need to size anything, if you're looking for the rings, give them a call. We'll get that worked out for you too. Absolutely not a problem. And we do have a winner. We do have a winner, and I'm going to try my best right now to pronounce your name properly, so forgive me if I make a mistake. I believe it is Sharuan. I'm so sorry. I know I didn't get that right. Charuan. Maybe close. I'm sorry if I didn't get it right, but congratulations. You are our winner. You've won the white mother of pearl in silver, the heart necklace, which is, show you one more time what you won. We've got it here. Here we go. We got it somewhere. There's so much Kabana on my desk. I love it. So congratulations to our winner. You have just won yourself that beautiful white mother of pearl set in silver. What a good day. What a good Sunday. Congratulations. And, oh yeah, amazing. If you have not ever visited the Kabana factory or Stavros or met him, his wife Heidi is amazing. And Heidi makes the best jam you will ever taste in your life. It's amazing stuff. And I think that's actually going to be one of that's going to be the gift with purchase they're going to throw in for everybody. Any purchases over $4.99, you're going to get some of Stavros's wife homemade, amazing jam. It's the kind of jam that you'll never want anything else. Trust me. It's been many years, and that is something my wife will ask me for anytime ever there's a chance for me to get some more. Thank you, Heidi. So that is the last one we have here. Now I do want to highlight just a quick run through back of a couple of the gold quartz pieces, because somebody was asking to see some of those. So I'm just going to give you, we don't need to go through in too much detail on each of those. Yes, Bonnie's had the jam. Bonnie knows what I'm talking about. You're welcome. Congratulations. You've had the jam too. Everybody loves the jam. Everybody knows about the jam. All right. So this is just a couple of the gold quartz pieces, just so you can get an eye on them. For some of those who are asking, this is the beautiful heart surrounded in a halo of diamonds with beautiful gold quartz in the middle. Absolutely love this piece. And remember, if I don't cover the one you want, or you don't see it, or you want to see it again, everything I've covered today is all beautifully, easily laid out for you on the Love to Shop Live website. lovetoshoplive.com. Makes it very, very easy. Go to collections. It's only the stuff I've shown you here today, so it's not confusing and not overwhelming. And there's two collections. There is the Kabana 925, which is the silver collections I've shown you, and then there's the Kabana inlay, all the other pieces. Everything else is set in gold. Now here we have, this was one of the most amazing rings, I think, from the gold quartz collection. If I can get myself out of the way again. So here you have that beautiful design that had the dual rows of diamonds working its way down. I love the little architecture of that separation there, and I love the different shapes and angles all coming together. But I absolutely am enamored with the pattern in this gold quartz and how intense it is. So this was one of the key big pieces, I think one of the most exciting pieces as far as the stone itself. Just the stone there is amazing. Then you add in the fact that it's done in this incredible design, like amazing design. So that was one of the gold quartz pieces. We have the most popular shape in Alaska for gold quartz. Probably one of the most popular anywhere. We have the whale tail. This is the whale tail featuring gold quartz and the diamond accent right up there at the top. And what else do we have? We have the two different variations of the pendant to match the ring. So we have the two different sizes. Just want to see a few more of those. And the other one we had in the quartz collection was here. This is a incredible looking men's ring. It was another one we had. And I think for me, and just in terms of, you know, every stone that Kabana uses is going to be amazing quality. But in terms of the patterns, I think these two are amazing, both. And that just, again, that's that heirloom factor. It's the fact that every single pattern is naturally forming. And not only is it naturally forming, it will be unique. It will be one of a kind in terms of pattern. Even though they might make a couple of these rings, the pattern in your stone will be only yours. Only yours unless you give it to somebody else. That's the way it works. All right. Next up, we're going to wrap a few things up for me. So I just want to make sure to let everybody know, again, as a recap, just to make it easier for you, if you'd like to view and see all the things that we covered here, it's all on Love to Shop Live under the collections, 2 different collections, so you can split it all up between the silver and the inlay. And if you have any other questions, yes, the shape is amazing, right? Amazing shapes. If you have any other questions, that's why we have Nick, Stavros' son, himself available, which is a great opportunity, not just to order your pieces and get an amazing deal on them, but also just to ask any other questions you may have. You can do that while you're speaking to him and placing your order at the same time. And the number for that is 1-844-LV, the number 2, shop. LV2 shop, 1-844-LV2 shop. And you'll also be able to find that again on the website. Now, there are going to be more shows coming up. As mentioned before, I'm so truly thankful, and I'm happy and so thankful for not only for Kabana and letting me be a part of this amazing new adventure that they're doing, which I'm extremely excited about, but also I wanted to thank all of you and welcome you into my home, and thank you for letting me into yours. I hope you had experienced some new products or saw some new things that you hadn't seen before. But there's also going to be more shows coming. So, you know, some of those things that you might be looking for, you didn't get a chance, or I don't have here yet. I might have them next time, or somebody else might. So there's going to be another show coming up. The next one, I'll be doing another one a couple days down the road, but not the next one. There's one coming up that you will not want to miss. And actually, I saw her show the other day. I thought she was amazing. It was the first time I had seen her with Sherry. Sherry's going to be doing a show 3 p.m. on Tuesday. 3 p.m. on Tuesday is when Sherry will be doing her show. Again, same thing. Just make sure that you have followed Love to Shop Live and Kabana in order to be able to make sure that you're going to catch up on everything. Catch all the new stuff, all the other stuff, because anytime I do a show and she does a show, you're going to have different, it's not going to be the same thing. We're not going to get the same thing, which I think is fantastic, because that way you get to expose and see more and different products. I'm going to go back, and the last thing I want to do, though, as we're closing, and remember, her show is going to be coming up on, I just want to make sure we get it right, on Tuesday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. 3 p.m. Eastern Time with Sherry. So make sure you check her out. Like I said, I just saw her for the first time the other day, and I thought she was amazing. Lots of fun to watch, and I learned a lot of stuff when I watched her show. My next show is actually going to be on Boxing Day. So it's going to be the day after Christmas. So be sure to make sure you followed and joined us along, and I'll have some amazing, I have a whole new collection of, I'll have all new stuff for Boxing Day. And Boxing Day, you know how big of a deal it is. I'm sure Nick and I'm sure everybody's going to put together some really, really special additional deals for Boxing Day with us there. And last thing I wanted to note, though, because I still was in shock, and I went to confirm with them, with JP over here, that the price was right, because I wasn't sure on it, but just want to make sure. And she says it is. The pink mother of pearl, I still can't believe this one, so I wanted to show it one more time. The solid ring. The pink mother of pearl ring. There we go. Solid 14 karat, beautiful pink mother of pearl. And again, the price on this one, this is really is amazing to see something this substantial, that size stone in solid gold for under $1,000. This pink mother of pearl ring was Kabana price today. Not only do you get a beautiful lovely, delicious jam from Heidi. But this ring, Kabana price today, $9.56. So $9.56 for that one. And then if you are looking for, and it doesn't always have to be the same shape, so I will show one last thing and just give you an idea of how nice this will look. I have so much jewelry here. I love it. But these are a good example. So pink mother of pearl, you could have, even though they're different shapes, how well does that go together? How well between the earrings and that ring? Just as options. And now remember, because I briefly mentioned it, but I want to make sure I explain it. Sizing on everything you order today is free, along with the gift with purchase, that amazing jam from Stavros' wife, and along with everything else, you get a free sizing, because inlay is not something, and I'm only saying this because, you know, I want you to know and how to take the best care of your jewelry. You don't want to get a ring that's the wrong size and then take it to a local jeweler to have it sized. Not that there's nothing negative about them in any way, but inlay is very carefully made, very specially made. So this ring, each one of these is made to be the size and shape that it is. So if you need something done that's going to be sized, it could be sized safely, and Kabana will do it in that case. Or they may have to make one your size, and that's also an easy option because they produce and manufacture it all in one location in Albuquerque, New Mexico, USA. So always just keep that in mind. You do want to make sure that you take care of it properly, and you don't want to just, you know, put any risk factor into the integrity of the stone or the shape and the setting of the stone. So this is a perfect example. This, they would be able to size several sizes, I would say. But if they can't, they'll always be able to make it work for you. And look at that pillow. Every single piece has that same pillow effect. And that's just what Kabana does. They just do it, and they do it right when it comes to inlay jewelry. I love it. So remember, that one was, and if you were just, as an example, the earrings and this together. So the ring, you've got this ring here, $9.56 show price today. And then those earrings with the lever backs, $5.16. So definitely two pieces to keep in the back of your mind, because those are both exceptional value. But that is going to be the last thing for our show today. I want to congratulate our winner one more time, and I want to thank all of you. Thank you, everybody who joined us. I really hope to see you the next time we have a show. Remember, Sherry's show is going to be at 3 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday. Be sure to check her out, because she's got jewelry I don't have, and I'll have more jewelry that she doesn't have the next time we have a show, which is going to be at 9 a.m. on Boxing Day. So we're going to do it early morning, the day after Christmas, 9 a.m. We'll see you right back here. Once again, thank you all very much. I hope you guys enjoyed. I got to see something new. Any questions you have, anything you want to make sure you get ordered before they're out, be sure to give us a call, 844-LV-2-SHOP, LV2-SHOP, or lovetoshoplive.com. Once again, thank you, everybody. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you after Christmas.